Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. So we're going to be continuing on with the Legend of Dragoon. So last time when we left off, we'd gone through like 4 different CGI movies, talking about like the past and like all the other stuff. So now we've had the Divine Dragon fly over us, and we're supposed to go talk to the Queen, Queen Theodora, I believe. If the dragon comes again, the city will be in pandemonium. Then the knighthood will be deployed to mount order. Then who will go vanquish the dragon? Looks like we got an item over here. Angel's Prayer. Okay. So besides disc 1, this is like the earliest in the disc that we've actually had like the dragon pop up. Because in disc 1, like, it literally starts with Rose looking at the green tusk dragon, Dart running from it, and then Rose saving him. Alright, I think straight up is, like, the path to actually get to Holy Ankh. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm assuming that it's a equipment. Yeah, Holy Ankh. Arise from death with a given probability. So you just have this on and then just sometimes you just kind of revive. Alright, since we're out of the petrification area, I think I can actually give Convul something a little bit different. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the evade cloak because that can possibly make it to where he just evades magic attacks altogether. And instead, we're gonna give the attack badge to Dart because that's gonna be 20 on both sides. I can give him the Sapphire Pen, so basically whenever he takes any type of damage, he'll gain MP or SP. Wait, no, this is specifically MP. Well, that's not super useful for him. Just because I'm not really using him to cast a lot of spells. Can give him the Power Wrists. SP by 50%. We'll give him the thing that recovers HP every turn. So Dart will actually have some decent magic attack with 113 magic attack and 103 regular attack. And then a shell should do well with his 220% defense, 210 magic attack, 220% magic defense. We got Ruru with only 57 attack and defense, but 112 magic attack and 113 magic defense. So, looking pretty good. A dragon? Oh, how dreadful. Actually, I'm going to give a Banded Ring to Convul, because he really needs it. Let's take him up to 50 speed, 70 speed, 40 speed. So he'll be at the same speed that Dart is. Slower than Maru, slower than Hashel, but faster than Albert, and way faster than he currently is right now, just because he is at 30 base speed, so I guess we can go up this way. Not sure what this is. Oh my god, how dreadful. What a dreadful creature it is. Did you see the dragon? Yeah, I'm sure everyone saw the dragon. What I'm telling you is that whatever the monster is, with the force of the Holy Knights, nothing can stand against us. Have you ever seen the monster? According to the briefing by my man, it is bigger than a cloud and faster than our horses. It's impossible for such a creature to exist. Where does your confidence come from? It is impossible for such a creature to exist. You idiot. Talking about the enemy based on mere assumptions? Are you going to expose your men to such danger? You are dismissed, Commander of Knights. Yes, ma'am. Calm down, Miranda. You're in front of guests. Luana, Seti, I'm glad to see you come back safe. You've never changed, Sister Miranda. He doesn't understand the current condition. Who are these people? I brought them in order to save Melissa Sao from the intruder. You said to save? If we do not take action, it will attack us again, and next time, it might attack us directly. Do you know anything about the monster? It is the Divine Dragon, awakened from his long rest. No wonder he is cranky. The Divine Dragon? You were talking about that monster sealed in the Mountain of Mortal Dragon? Yes, the King of Dragons is sealed in by the ancient Winglys. The Divine Dragon came back to life. Are you sure of that? Please relax, Miranda. You said you will save this country? Is it possible for us humans to defeat a dragon? We don't know yet. However, we might be able to stop it. What confidence you have? We are the Dragon Knights who rule dragons, the Dragoons. There is nobody but us who can stand up to them. Are you saying you are the heroes from the Dragon campaign, the Dragoons? I was surprised too. However, I don't see any falsehood in their heart. It means, may we request your help in vanquishing the Divine Dragon? You are free to ask. In either case, we have to meet him. But we have a favor to ask, Your Majesty. There is one thing we need in order to cross swords with the Divine Dragon. It is said that the Winglys made 2 weapons in ancient times to fight against the dragons. One is a sword to kill dragons, namely the Dragon Buster. What? How do you know about that, Rose? Oops, I didn't say anything. Wait a second. Isn't that the sword? Yes, it is. It's the sword that Bastard used to kill Lavitz. I'll never forget. Therefore, we have no choice but to count on the other weapon. What could that be? The Dragon Block Staff. As the name implies, it is a magic staff to block the power of dragons. And where is the Dragon Block Staff? I was going to ask you. Actually, it seems that one of us knew about it. Maru? What are you talking about? Do you know about it? Please tell us for the sake of this country. Why are you hesitating? Okay, I'll tell you guys alright. I think it's in the Forest of Winglys. The Forest of Winglys? Where the heck is that? It's in the northern part of the Evergreen Forest? If so, you are saying that Winglys still live? Uh-huh. It seems that the myth of the fairies in the Evergreen Forest area was true. Queen Teresa. Just Teresa, not Theodora. I'm heading to the Forest of Winglys with these people in order to borrow the Dragon Block Staff. Are you coming too? Of course, the problems are just too big to leave it to you. I like how, like, Maru is just kind of, like, walking over to the corner now that she's, like, given up the information to everyone. Besides, I want to see how far you Dragoons can go, if you really have the power, as described in legend. I beg you people, please save Mel-Sasau from the Divine Dragon. Now, we are heading to the Forest of Winglys. No time for procrastination. Please wait, I don't see Shana. Where did she go? What timing? Let's go look for her. We have no time to waste. Is anything wrong with the lady? She ran off to the chamber of the signet without saying a word. So is that this way? Shana? Shana, are you alright? Where am I? When did I come here? What happened? I don't know, but that took me. Miranda, what is this room for? The castle used to be a fort for Winglys. I heard this room was used to be a chamber for a ceremony to seal something, but that was more than 10,000 years ago. Isn't this the reason the Divine Dragon made a raid on the Crystal Palace? In other words, he is trying to work off his hatred against the Winglys. Why did he come here alone? Were you called again? Like the time with the Virage? No, it was different this time. I woke up and I was here. I feel hot. It's gone, my... What's this? I cannot manage it anymore. I don't feel the power of the White Silver Dragon. You are a Dragoon too? Me? Dragoon spirits manipulate fate, I can no longer. Shana? Hey, what's going on? What is the stone? So with that, Shana leaves the party, permanently, and now we have Miranda instead. I see, I passed out. So Miranda is gonna be like our permanent like white dragon spirit from here on out in the game. And at this point, like I can actually kind of start leveling up the dragon spirit a little bit more. I don't know. It's a little bit more effective now because I can use Miranda kind of like in place of Shana. But yeah, it's still not going to be all that great. And now that I can, I do kind of want to run through and level up all of the characters' dragon spirits up to level 5. The reason why I want to do that is because then that just makes it so that I don't have to worry about specifically going through and gaining levels for the dragon spirits throughout the rest of the game. And then everyone can have level 5, everyone has access to their dragon summon, maximum amounts of SP to accumulate, as well as being able to like maintain max form throughout all 5 rounds of Dragoon. Are you alright? Yes, but I don't think I can go with you anymore. There's nothing you can do in your condition. I knew it. From the day I looked at the moon and Bernie, I was sure this would happen to me. We'll be back as soon as we defeat the Divine Dragon, so wait for me until then. Lighten up. I will work hard for you, Shana. Congo too. It won't be long. Dart will be back to see you soon, or we'll be back with you soon, Shana. Don't worry, I'm accustomed to waiting, but thanks everyone. Miranda, please take care of the rest. I know. Yep, so now we have Miranda. She retains everything that Shana had, including like the much lower level compared to everyone else, which I think is kind of like, it kind of does her a disservice, because it really just becomes very difficult to actually like want to use her in combat. She has no additions, just like Shana. She has no real way of accumulating a good amount of SP, and a lot of her, and again, her magic is the exact same as Shana's as well, so all of her stuff is almost exactly the same as how Shana was, so it's not super useful. I wish it was, because I mean, I think it could have been very interesting to have like the Mirror of Rose be a very interesting and powerful spirit, but no, it is a very very underwhelming spirit. I'll put it that way. I really wish that, like, if they do something like a remake, they do have an update for the White Dragon spirit, because there's just a lot that we could have with Shana to actually kind of like keep up with other characters, because again, the reason why she's level 8 is because we have 2 different boss fights when Shana is poisoned by the Green Tusk Dragon. And during those 2 boss fights, we get experience. And because we get experience from those 2 boss fights, that means that she does not get any of that experience. And she's basically considered quote-unquote dead for that fight. And she retains nothing. So we don't really get to have her maintain pace with everyone else. And the way that we could do that is we could give her a set of fights that are kind of similar to like the Shirley fights, where it's more like a conversation battle than it is a like physical battle, and it could be with like the forces that kind of pull her into like the Virage and stuff, and that kind of like shows up at the end of the first game, more or less. So yeah, so let's get treated. I don't think this actually recovers hit points or MP. This is just for specifically effects. Yeah, because Maru is still at 646 out of 969. So does that mean that the other yellow one was an inn? Because if it was, like, I didn't see a person that was like just kind of standing up front. To like take money. Yeah, so I guess we can look for possibly a shop. Tomahawk, okay, that's an upgrade. Spear of Terror, another upgrade. So it was the breastplate. So no, it was like, I think it was like the 10,000 gold one. So just increase his magic defense here. Magically attacked. SP is accumulated. Okay, I'll go ahead and give her a jeweled crown. Stardust boots. Increase escape rate from magical attacks. Not super useful. Void's abnormal arm blocking. Fear. So this was it. The Armor of Legend. So 100 extra defense, but it drops your magical defense by what looks like 29. Or even lower. Yeah. So like you have like no magical defense, and like I went and I think I grinded for, I don't know, like an hour or so, just to like get like enough money to buy like Armor of Legend for like, it was for Dart, Rose, and Albert, I think. Albert or Hushell. It was one of those two. And I had to just stand there and guard constantly, because all of them had additions that if I completed 100% would give me more than enough SP to actually transform into Dragoon form to fight the thing that's holding the Dragon Block Staff. And it only uses magic attacks. So because of that, like I would just be taking massive amounts of retaliatory damage from using the attacks. And so if you transform into Dragoon form for one turn, it doesn't activate the Dragon Block Staff. And because it doesn't activate the Dragon Block Staff, your Dragons do regular damage, and they take regular damage. But because it's only for one turn, they don't take regular damage because you're not in the defense of the Dragon Spirit at that point. But yeah. So let's go ahead, sell the armed stuff. Armlet, Tiara. Hold on. I'm just gonna make this easier on myself by going into the arm section. Just getting all of these sorted. So now everything that I should be wanting to sell is all at the top. I better check and see what healing items they actually have before I start throwing stuff at my team. So I can probably get rid of one body purifier. Excuse me. I'll probably get rid of an angel prayer. Let me see here. Body purifier. The thunderbolts and frozen jet probably both are good to get rid of as well. Let's take a look. So soft boots. I wish I could just kind of take a look at like what they have equipped. Let's see here. Regular axe, no additional effects. Shadow Cutter does darkness based damage, wood based damage, gonna keep that. Iron Knuckle, can sell that. Lion Fur, can sell that. Gain 50% more SP, can sell that. I think that's actually good for now. So, Angel's Prayer. And a body purifier. Alright, Alright, so what kind of... Healing Fog and Healing Breeze. So I can actually use a Healing Breeze to get everyone up to max hit points and then just buy another one. So, let's go ahead, sell. I'm going to get rid of this magic stuff because I don't think it's going to be super helpful against a guy that primarily uses magic attacks. You can also sell the Recovery Ball and Attack Ball as well. So, with this, got plenty of Healing Breezes, covered everyone's HP up to max. Alright, how are we doing on additions? Just gonna check. Alright, Madness Hero is leveled up. Flurry of 6, 14 more, and he is going to be in a better position. And we can actually start having him use Summon 4 Gods. She is still working on level on her first one. Yep, and cannot use additions. Father only has 3 additions, so his is like a lot easier to get and max out. But we should be good to head on out now. Hey, sorry about the smash cut. As I was recording, I ended up actually running out of space on the drive that I was actually recording to, so it like cut off. So I had to go back and I had to re-record. Luckily, I didn't get too far before I noticed that it stopped recording. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna continue on from here. One of the things I need to do is I do need to hit up Neat in order to grab a Stardust piece, and then we're heading to the Winglys village so that we can find out what they know about the Dragon Block Staff. Yeah, so we got a couple of things to do, and the only thing that really kind of happened the last one was I got to Neat, and then I was like, is this all that I was supposed to do? And then I kind of like ran up, grabbed the Stardust, and headed out. And then after that, I was just like, all right, drive is full. So, all right. I did kind of have to go back and like rebuy everything. So now, Maru, Miranda, and Rose all have Stardust boots because they increase their ability to dodge magical attacks by 5%. Whereas they were originally wearing just soft boots, and soft boots don't grant any effect, they just have like an increased amount of defense. So this actually gives them better opportunities to actually like dodge magic, which will kind of come in handy with one of the bosses that we will fight within this disc. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a lot. It's 5 additional %, making it so that they will dodge 1 out of every 10 magical attacks that come their way. So it's not like a huge deal, but if that's 10% of healing potions I don't have to worry about, that's good for me.
Flurry of sticks. Yes. Go. Madness hero.
Menacing. Good. Didn't affect him.
Double smack.
Although, one of the fights I was in, Maru did get petrified. And then I went to use a depetrification on her, and instead I pressed the left button to shift over in that direction, and it shifted me right for some reason, so I ended up using the depetrification on Hushell instead. So I had to use 2 depetrifications to depetrify Maru, and that was because one of the Dark Elves had a petrification arrow. So that's why I'm basically focusing the hell out of those guys first. And that's because they can't petrify my team. And they did give me 1 petrification cure back, but that still meant that I had to waste the 1. There we go. Acquired the Stardust because it was in the lamp. Alright, so this is Dart's hometown. I see the name of my mom and dad. And that's all that's here. So we came back just to get a quick visit in to Neat. But we do know that the village of the Winglys, I think, is that one right there. So we will need to find another exit from this particular set of woods. And it was like right here. That's like where it cut off, but I didn't have anything up until the last save, but I just went ahead and rebought everything that I had anyway. Alright, there's nothing over here. What else can I find? Possible exit path. I mean, I can go talk to the guy that's up there, but he's blocking the path to something else. The area that actually has the Dragon Block staff.
Double smack.
Take that! Flurry of sticks! Yes! Go! Lightning! Hero!
So one thing, I do like how
Double smack.
they say Flurry of Sticks when it's actually the Fairy of Sticks. But I don't know if it's just like a misread or what, but...
Take that! Flurry of sticks!
Yeah, I never really played too much with Hushell.
Double smack.
The first couple of times I went through. It wasn't until I actually got the game on the PS3. Nice. Okay, and there's her level up for her Dragoon Spirit, so she's now at level 2. Unfortunately, we're still using her double smack to get more SP. Actually, I don't think it's this way, is it? A dead end. Here we are, at the entrance to the Forest of the Winglys. Maybe I'll be kicked out again. Where's the entrance? I see nothing. There's a magical boundary here. Winglys have locked themselves in the forest since the Dragon campaign. How come they didn't live with humans? You know about the Dragon campaign? It is the war that humans who obtained power of the Dragoons started in order to liberate themselves from control of the Winglys. Some Winglys are still angry about that. Besides, Winglys have a power that humans don't have. The ancestor told me that the power draws the line between humans and us. So, yeah, so this is what I was saying about how having Maru as, like, a possible romance option for Dart offers, like, a really interesting, like, dynamic between the two of them, because it is the love between, like, a human and a Wingly. So it's, like, not just, you know, the boundaries of, like, love, it is the boundaries of, like, species, I guess, because, like, Winglys and humans, like, are separate species, I guess. but it's like having the love between a separate species instead of just like between people. I think that would have been like a far more interesting kind of like romance thing to kind of have going on in the game rather than what we currently have where it's just Shana and Dart and it's just the childhood friend story. Rue, are you? Yep, I'm a Wingley. Are you surprised? Yeah. Why didn't you tell us? Would you believe me? Would you consider me a friend if I told you guys? It doesn't matter. Maru's Maru, right? Now, let's go say the Winglys. Now we are dealing with serious stuff. But yeah, I think it would have been like a much better opportunity to explore multiple different aspects of like relationships and love and that kind of stuff. I wonder what would happen if I wonder what would happen to us if the divine dragon came to this forest. We would fight it with our magic, but probably we would fail given our current level of power. But the ancestor said we won't become extinct if we cooperate with other species. Other species? Are you talking about humans? That's right. But I wonder if everyone in the forest can understand that, including me. The seal. Maru, the humans. Maru brought humans here? I'm going to let the ancestor know. Don't shoot, they're my friends. We are not here to fight. We are here to borrow the Dragon Block Staff. The Dragon Block Staff? Maru, how dare you speak about our secrets to them? But the Divine Dragon is now awake. But what can humans do if they cannot use magic? Should we break through? No, we should not. We have to take some action or everything will may be destroyed. That includes the forests of the Winglys and human cities. Everyone hold on. The ancestor says he will meet with the humans. You, please don't agitate the people in the forest. We are not used to seeing humans. But watch out for the Bartle brothers. What do you mean? Let's go, Dart. The ancestor Blano is in the back of the forest. Definitely remember the teleportation circle stuff. Go ahead and throw down a save. Alright, and I need to take a look because there are 2 Stardusts in this specific area. So let me see here. So need to find Garaha's house and the right pillar just before confronting the Bartle brothers. So we're going to have a confrontation with them anyway. But that'll take us up to 40. It's an order of the ancestor. I'll carry you to the back. Yes, please. Some fancy looking stuff. Definitely looks like more futuristic. Without using the stone, you can't use magic or fly. Humans are such weaklings. there's the Stardust. Not the one I was looking for, but that is one. No, I wanted to go to the other teleporter. Ugh. Alright, let's see what they got. Healing Fog, we got plenty. Sun Rhapsody, we got enough. Yeah, we got plenty of everything. I'm glad I bought all the stuff back in, Warhammer. Alright. Magical Ring increases magical attack. Spiritual Ring increases magical defense. Spirit Cloak increases escape rate from magical attacks by 20 points. Well, we'll definitely go for the hammer for Maru. That's just a straight upgrade to her attack. Let me show you some cool stuff. What is this? It's the Archangel. It's the guardian god of the Winglys, the ancestor told me. You say told me, but don't you worship it too, Maru? I don't know. I've never been protected. Maybe I just don't know though. Okay, end of tour. Yeah, I mean, like, even stuff like this, where it's just like... really kind of like getting the opportunity to really like question the different things that kind of go on in the Winglys' life and finding out more about what's happening. Maru, I knew it. You were coming back to me. You are humans? So you are the friends of Maru? That's right. This is Garaha, a friend of mine. You said that I'm just your friend? We grew up together. You are my fiancé. I didn't know you had a fiancé, Maru. There's more to you than I thought, Maru. Well, what are you talking about? It's true, isn't it? I thought she was still a kid. It must be true that the Winglys have a long life, and they are not as young as they look. What are you analyzing me for? What kind of relationship do you have with Maru? Relationship? We are just friends. At first, she insisted on following us. Is that so? We have no time to talk about that. Graha, why are you copying yourself up? Why are you cooping yourself up in here? There are awful things going on outside. As the ancestor told us, the divine dragon has come back to life, hasn't it? Why aren't you defending the forests? The other day I let you in the forest, Maru. I'm on probation now. Of course, I would defend the forest if I could. Whatever. You're going to see, we're going to see the ancestor. You just stay here and be gloomy. Maru, you have changed. You can be changed too if you go outside, Garaha. There's a commandment for us, Winglys. We cannot do what you want us to do, Maru. Yes, you can. Alright, there we go. There's the other Stardusts. But yeah, so I think there could have been like a lot more to like the story behind different characters' relationships and things like that. More than it currently is. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw it on a save now that we've seen almost everyone. And we bought Maru a new hammer. And we got 2 Stardust. But one thing I do find a little bit odd is that NPCs can hold Dragoon form for extremely long periods of time, while the main characters can only hold it for short bursts. And I wonder why that is. Bardol, are you bothering us again? The Divine Dragon can be taken care of by us without asking humans for help. Besides, we have no business talking to a betrayer who ran off to humans. What happened to you? The Bardil I knew was much kinder and wasn't like that. My baby sister was killed by a human. Oh no. My baby sister was influenced by you, Maru, and left the forest, believing that the outside world was wonderful. We don't need humans' help. Do you have something else to say? Get out. There might be more people killed now. Good for you. It's a good chance to learn how helpless you humans are. But we Winglys won't die. Our magic power surpasses the dragons. You are strong, huh? Don't make me laugh. I wonder if you have noticed you are declining because you cling to the glory of the past. What are you talking about? You can barely fly, and that's about it, right? Maybe you won't think that way after this. No way. Is this a legendary Dragoon? Please, let us take care of the Divine Dragon. I'll come back to take care of your baby sister's matter after my journey has ended. So please, trust us for now. The ones who flaunt their power disappear when the truly powerful appear. I'm going ahead. If we cannot even have revenge on our baby sister anymore, the Divine Dragon cannot be. I feel weak in my knees. I cannot move. Is this real? Ugh. You wimp, brother. How dare you humans, just because you are afraid of our magic power, you are sending the destroyers of old Dragoons at us? Silly humans. I'll pass the sentence for the sin of killing my sister. I'll annihilate them now. Can we carry you to the upper level? Yes, please. The funny thing is that Dart would only take half damage from fireballs anyway, because he is fire. He is fire elemented. Maru would take double damage though, because she is water elemented. There's nobody here. Where is the ancestor? My body is being healed. Is this magical healing? Wonder if it is an apology for the discourtesy. Ancestor, sorry we are late. Welcome, humans and Giganto. I am Blano, the ancestor of the forest. I am the first sacred sister of Milsasau, Miranda. Please forgive our sudden visit. I would like you to listen to our story. The Divine Dragon is, I know. The Divine Dragon came back to life in the mountain of the Mortal Dragon, and there are Dragoons that have come to us. It seems that the times won't leave us alone. The messenger from the Crystal Palace and the people who were fated to come here. Our opponent is so enormous, we have to combine each of our strengths or none of us will survive. Neither the Crystal Palace nor our forest. You mean... Let us put the power of the Dragoons and our wisdom together. You will let us borrow your Dragon Block Staff? We don't have the Dragon Buster now, so the Dragon Block Staff is our last resort. We no longer have the power to master that. However, if you, who rule dragons, can use it, we can fight against the Divine Dragon. I appreciate your kindness. However, we cannot participate in the battle. We are all that remain. We cannot become extinct. I'm going. I know. You are a dragon too, Maru. Go inside. I will show you the way to the Dragon Block Staff. I'll meet you there, Maru. You are attached to those humans? Yep. They're really cool, Ancestor. I want to go on the journey with them. So, like, even here, I mean, I think that this would be, like, another really good opportunity for Dart to be able to kind of, like, have a little bit more influence on the situation, where Maru is like, yeah, I'm not just attached, like, there's someone in there that I love, and there's someone in there that, you know, I have a relationship with, and it becomes a deeper connection to, like, between the two characters, like the Winglys and the humans, because it demonstrates that Winglys and humans can find love together, which means that they can live in peace together if they can, you know, intermingle with each other. And I think that's kind of like a pretty powerful message. Rose has like a different message that she goes through, and then Shana has like a different message where she goes through. And we see like Shana's story in the game. That's like the main thing that we see. But if there was like, again, if there was like some kind of like remake or something like that, having alternate like romance options between the female characters would actually be rather interesting. Except for Miranda. I don't think Miranda would actually work out too well, and that's just because with Miranda, she doesn't appear until Disc 3. So because she doesn't appear until Disc 3, it's like way too late to really get her involved with like any kind of romance. But there is other things that kind of happen, which is kind of like a continuation with Shana, because stuff happens after a certain point where Shana is kind of put into danger, and because of that, that's another thing where Dart has to kind of like confront himself about his responsibility to protect her and keep her safe on this whole journey and everything. Even though she lost her Dragoon powers, she's still like under his specific like protection and stuff. So I think it has like a lot of like interesting things that could be done if we were allowed to kind of like have different romance options and given the opportunity to kind of see how the story plays out between different characters that are having attachments to the main character. Or even if there was like characters like Kongol like falling in love with another character or something like that, which I think is a little bit more difficult to do because Kongol kind of seems like a very like flat like one note character. But like having like the Giganto, who is someone who is, you know, the last of his species, if he can commingle with humanity and things like that, and he can actually have children with humans, then that changes kind of the dynamic, because now you can have like the half humans half giants kind of thing kind of going on, and over time you could actually like have like a thriving city of, you know, half dragons half giants. And even if they start like kind of commingling because of like the depth of the gene pool being spread out between like multiple generations, you might actually be able to start getting to like 98% giants, so that you almost like have them reintroduced into the population rather than just becoming completely extinct. But that's just one of the things that I think about whenever I play this game, is just like, how can like we change to make it to where more characters have like a lot more agency and like who they're with and what they're doing. And I want to see my mother and father anytime I want. Are you telling me to throw away our commandment? But it's not the right time yet. But eventually, in the near future, the time will come when us and humans live together. Go with them as a Wingly. Go see humans. Or better yet, the entire world. Your experience will lead us. Okay, I hear you. I'll meet you there. if Maru is the one leading us to the outer world, where are those humans leading the world to? It must be the flow of time. Only the fates can tell. The Dragon Block Staff is sealed in the Forbidden Land over there. Forbidden Land? It's the place where our hideous memory sleeps. It used to be, until 11,000 years ago, a palace for us Winglys, and it was a place where eternal prosperity was promised. It was called the royal capital, Cadessa. Now, it's a mere ruin without a name. Are you sure? Is it okay to go in? It is fine. Everything is in the past. I see. We have to do what we can now. Are you ready? Yes we are. This is the wisdom of the Winglys. It's a ruin of their wisdom. Let's go! So this is the Forbidden Land, the ruins past glory. No remnant of the royal capital remains. What's wrong, Maru? You are shaking. Because I hear the outcries of the people who died here. Are you going to wait in the forest, Maru? No, I'm okay. If I can't get past such a small thing, how will I ever be able to fight against the Divine Dragon? Yep, I want that treasure chest. Mind Purifier. I don't remember how far I got the second time I was playing through the game. But the second time I played through it, that's when I got to the Dragon Staff, the Dragon Block Staff boss. And that's the one that constantly just like throws out magical effects.
Madness! Hero!
193 damage.
Double snap!
Take that! Flurry of sticks!
Pleasure.
Double snap!
Another 193 damage.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero! Take that! Flurry of sticks!
Another pleasure. Miss. Alright. Let's go ahead.
Double snap.
Yep, alright, so she is now at full dragon level.
Take that! Flurry of sticks!
So yeah, the boss fight, like once I had gotten to that point, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of done, because I did that fight, and then I did the obviously we do fight the Divine Dragon, because that's the whole reason why we get this stuff. We're not going in to like try to like stop the Divine Dragon without fighting it. Like, this is so that specifically we can fight it. But yeah, so I did that. I did the Divine Dragon fight, and then I was just kind of like, alright, I've got other stuff to play at this point. So I kind of dropped it after that point. Alright, start getting her some health back.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero! Ha! Ha! Take that! Flurry of sticks!
Alright, good. That's one guy down. We're kind of keep your health up.
Take that! Flurry of sticks! Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
I do like how different like the battle music is specifically here compared to like a lot of other places, because a lot of other places just kind of sounds very, very samey for the battle music, but here is actually different because we're in like an entirely different place. Such a large space. Indeed, I wonder what it's for. Congo smells like blood. Blood and a large space sounds like a coliseum. Yes, it really was. I heard it from the ancestor. Once upon a time it was a coliseum, but it wasn't for regular fights that you won or lost. It was for matches to the death. Winglys would just enjoy the view from above of fighters picked from among the dominated humans, dragons, and some gigantos. I am the offspring of that kind of Wingly. The ancestor told us that this is a mere ruin, didn't he? What happened here is in the past. No matter what sorrow there was, it is no longer our sorrow. Isn't that right? There is nothing to worry about, Maru. The sins of the past are there just to tell us not to repeat them anymore. Cheer up. Let's focus on moving on. So yeah, if I remember correctly, it just takes us to the side. We just have to like run across the entire thing multiple times. I do kind of wonder how there are like monsters here. Because if there are monsters here, that does not mean that there's at least like some way to access this place. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and throw down a save. Only did like a couple of fights, but let me see here. I'm gonna check the status and see how everyone is doing on magic defense. 77, 100, 84, 40, 113, 43, 127. So Dart can't really get changed out here, so we just kind of have to suck it up real hard whenever it comes to his magic defense. But Hashel is at 84, and Maru is at 113, and Miranda is at 127. So what I can do is I can actually have Miranda as the secondary, so that she can just kind of like fire pot shots off. Because she is actually rather fast. She is actually faster than Hashel, so she'll get turns kind of more frequently. And with the fact that she has such high magical defense, that'll mean that she'll be able to actually resist a lot of magical attacks. So I'm going to do something that I never really ever considered doing, but I'm going to put Miranda in the party. Her level 18 character, we're putting her in the party. I'm going to throw up just a quick Healing Breeze to get both Maru and Dart completely healed. Attack badge. So I might need to like get into another fight before I actually go and fight the boss. Just because the Dragon Blockstaff will kick our ass if I'm in dragon form for more than one turn. Alright. But that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose. And you can also catch me while I'm streaming. I do stream during the week from 7 to 10 p.m. on Kick, Twitch, and Rumble. And then on the weekends, I do also try to stream then. On Saturdays, I try to stream from 2 to 6 p.m. On YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So feel free to join me on any of those days and jump in the chat, say hi. Let me know what you think about the games that I'm playing. The Legend of Dragoon, Like a Dragon, the Liza P, Stellar Blade, and Mega Man Battle Network. Just let me know what you think of those. If you have anything that you like, please feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to talk to everyone about it. See what possible games I might be doing in the future, that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.